What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to be talking about a prospect that I love coming out of SMU. His name is Rashee Rice. Um, he's going to be probably going around the early to mid second round. I personally have a first round grade on him. He's one of, if not my favorite prospects coming out of this year's class. So let's just get into the film a little bit. Here he's just going to take a little screen. He's going to crib this thing from 60 yards out. Just a little bit of yak ability. Love to see it. Nothing to not like about this. I mean, this is not... He's just going to run away from everybody. This is not a small dude. This guy is all of 6'2", 205 pounds. I wouldn't say he has game-breaking speed, but he's going to run a 4.4 easily, which for somebody that's 6'2", 205, you love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. It's very natural with the ball in his hands. Love that. Now, on this one, they're going to be running... something called Haas. A lot of people like to call it. Outside receivers are going to be running a hitch. Rashee's just going to be running a seam up the inside. So let's let this play. I mean, he just goes up and gets that thing. I mean, we love it. It's a hands catch. He's not catching it with his body between two defenders. Beautiful concentration, the confidence to go and get that. I mean, that's beautiful body control, ball skills. Just nothing to not like about that, really. I mean, it just is what it is. Apologize for the bad quality, by the way. Finding good quality tape on these guys is harder than you might think. There's nothing to not like about that. Flex on him, let him know. Now this one, I wish I could see the route that he runs on the screen. I think it's just a crosser. I think it's like a dig or something like that. But anyways, and he's again just gonna take this thing to the crib from 45 yards out. He's a long strider. He doesn't look that fast, but this dude can move. He can really move. Ready on him. Love that. Now this next one, he's just going to be running just a little post out of the slot, and this is what I would actually like to see a lot more of out of him. It's just the route running nuance, because he's great. He's got great body control, great hands, great concentration. The one thing that I'd like to see more of out of him is just nuance in his route running and being more of a salesman in his routes. Now, it's not as big of a deal for a guy like this because, again, he's 6'2", 205 pounds. A big pro comp that I have for him is A.J. Brown, which, he wasn't a super, complex route runner. He wasn't really a route tactician coming out of college, but it is just one thing that I'd like to see him work on a little bit more. Again, just gonna be running a little post and see how he sells with his whole upper body here. His head's going this way, his shoulders going this way, his hips are going this way, and he gets that DB to come off platform and flip his hips just enough at the top of that break so he can get separation here. And that's something that I want to see him do more of, because a lot of times in his film he does kind of, he kind of meanders through his routes a little bit. It's like a word I guess I would use. He's a little bit lazy on his routes, and I would like to see that change a little bit. But again, that's always something that can be coached up, especially the guy of this size. Again, gets a little bit of separation. Just going to crib this thing. Pull away. Beautiful. Love to see that. Now, this clip right here is why I think that he could be a good route runner. Like, he could develop into a great route runner because he has the physical tools to do so. Just check this clip. Little screen. He clearly understands, like this little move right here, he clearly understands. First of all, great catch. Go down and get it. He clearly understands how to make people come off platform. This little He does things like that a lot. He sells his whole upper body. That's what I want to see him do in his routes, not just with the ball in his hands. When he has the ball in his hands, he he is explosive with those movements. That's just what he has the tools to be a good route runner. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I'd like to see that out of him more. This is just, I mean, I'm not a big like gadget guy. I'm not a big like. Usually I wouldn't put clips like this in a guy's film, um, because I don't really put a whole lot of stock into like running plays for wide receivers. I like my wide receivers to be wide receivers, but I mean, just run that guy over. Like this guy, he wants it. That's one thing about Rashee Rice is it's hard for me to articulate or draw on the screen how to explain this, but he just has that it factor of like a dog mentality of just like this alpha. He he wants to win, and he's the kind of guy that he wants the ball 15 times a game, and on fourth down when the game's on the line, he wants it coming to him, and he's just going to run people over and do everything in his power to win the game. And that's what another comparison to AJ Brown. I feel like he mentally is very similar to AJ Brown too. I feel like AJ Brown is like that as well. This last clip is it's just sickening. I mean, it's just sickening. He's just gonna run a little fade, does just enough. I'd like to see him do a little bit more here in terms of being a salesman on the route and getting this DB to come off platform a little bit. He does a little hesitation slide release. He does give a little bit of a move to the inside, gets him to come off platform just a little tiny bit, but I would like to see him do a little bit more. Anyway, it's just going to be a fade route. And, I mean, it's just going to speak for itself. I mean, that's just sickening. Like, and the PI go up and get it anyways. I mean, that's just sickening. The body control and the body control, concentration, and ball skills to go up and get that with a hand in his face, defender draped all over him, like high point it with two hands. That's all hands, no body. Draw the PI, go up and get it anyways. Also, a little part of this that a lot of people, the way he stops and throws this defender by him, that's great technique right there. This isn't just a jump ball, you got lucky. Like, this is great technique and great concentration, ball skills, body control, fully contorted midair. Like, that's not something you can teach. Like, that's something that you either have it or you don't. And Rashee Rice clearly has it. I mean, I love this dude as a prospect. I'm a big route running guy, and he is a good route runner. He's a good enough route runner for his size. I'd like to see him get better at it, and I think he clearly can. There are times in his tape where he shows that he can do it. I don't know what it is that he doesn't do it, but I'd like to see it a little bit more out of him. Other than that, though, he really moves for a big dude. Great size, great mentality, hands, body control, ball skills, all of that. He has a lot of traits that you can't teach, and I think route running can be taught, but a lot of the traits that he has can't be. So a lot of people have this guy as a second round grade. I would have no problem taking this guy in the first round. I think he would go if he was in the SEC, he'd be a first round pick, no question. I think the only reason that people are probably gonna wait until the second round to take him because he played at SMU, and obviously the level of competition is a question mark. But I don't know. I see something with this guy. I really do, and I think he's gonna be special in the NFL. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.